Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes
The Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks Golf Report.
You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like
The Kansas City Ice Center.
And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, December 8th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness and KC show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies. They offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, I'm Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness and KC magazines, and you're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness and KC show. Now, today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can now skate on their indoor rink or their brand new outdoor ice pavilion. With school getting out soon, the holidays coming up, come on out to a public skating session at the Kansas City Ice Center. They've added several more sessions to the schedule, which you can find out about by calling 913-441-3033 or by visiting their website, kcicecenter.com. Plus, you can also find out more about their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs on their website as well. Now, today we're taping our radio show, which is on ESPN 1510 on Saturdays at 8 o'clock in the morning, and our TV show, which can be seen on Sure West Cable on Channel 7 at our new times, 9 a.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. every single day. And now you can also view our show and some of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our latest issue of KC is now available at over 500 locations, and our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our Chiefs Report presented by Bud Light. This month we discuss the roller coaster ride of being a lifelong Chiefs fan. And in our new hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, where we are today, we have an article on the grand opening of their new outdoor NHL-size ice rink here at KCIC. Now joining us on the show is Dr. Lynn McIntosh. She is a board-certified chiropractor licensed in Kansas and Missouri, and in addition to providing general chiropractic care, Dr. McIntosh is a certified chiropractic sports physician working with athletes from multiple disciplines on specific sports-related problems. Welcome to the show, Dr. McIntosh.
Thank you, Steve. And I tell you what, that new ice pavilion is fantastic. It's just beautiful. And then they have an area where you can watch that's got a fire pit, and it just really is spectacular.
Really is beautiful. I went out there and skated on it the first day that it was open. And did a videotape as well of me skating around, so people can check that out on our YouTube channel as well. It's called Skate with Steve. So
I'm glad they watched you and not me.
Yeah, they see these little kids zipping by me. You see me not zipping by, but me skating past couples, and things like that. It's just a lot of fun. But
it's a beautiful facility.
It is
gorgeous.
and it is so busy here now. They've got teams in from other cities and things like that are wanting to play out there, hockey out there. First of all, I want to congratulate you. I was looking back at some records, and this weekend is your third anniversary of being on the show.
Oh, I
believe it's actually this weekend. I think it was like the 8th or 7th or something like that of December.
Well, that's exciting. I had
you
no idea.
You are a big time pro here. May have to have you just take over the show. I know you've helped me co-host and things like that in the past, and it just is very smooth for you to.
Thank you so much. You've been very kind.
We want to talk. You have an article in the actually it's in the November issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, which you can read online on our website, kcsportspaper.com, and it's about laser therapy, which is a new product. We talked about it a little bit the last time you were on the show.
Right.
It's a new product that you, a new service
it's a new service.
offer.
Correct.
New service that you offer through your practice, and I guess
it's been very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a little about it because I hadn't had it very long. about some of the changes. But now that we've been using it more and more, it is truly just amazing how quickly you see results. And that's what's really exciting about it. And I had laser in my practice before, but it was a much lower power, a class 2. And so we would get fantastic dermatologic results. I mean, if we had scars, if we had things like that.
Right.
And in the first, few millimeters of the skin, it worked great, but it didn't do what this one does, which is really a deep tissue therapy. And because this penetrates up to 3.5, 4 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's just so exciting. I mean, we've seen some of the research that's been done primarily has, of course, it started with mostly they have done a lot more with animals and things like that.
Right.
Which, when you see the animal actually improve, it's not because you convinced it. It really is doing better. So there's a lot of horse.
Come on, spot.
Yeah. Well, definitely in like the horse racing and large animals, they've done a lot. Small animals, I know there's a few clinics here in town that have been using it, and it was funny because a woman was telling me that she came in for it because her cat did so well. And so I was like, and I had no idea. But yes.
That sounds like a great endorsement for a commercial.
Well, she thought it must work because, the cat got around better and all that kind of thing. Now, it was for osteoarthritis in the animal, and it does take an awful lot of treatment for that. I mean, that's really a longer-term treatment and not really what we use it for primarily when we're using it for sports recovery and any kind of tendonitis, carpal tunnel, knee problems. Knee and ankle have just been tremendous. All your plantar fasciitis, Morton's seroma, anything that would have just, I mean, it's still not, nothing is overnight. I mean, nothing is going to be an instant cure, but this has just been so fantastic when we talk about that constant knee pain, especially on the inside of the knee where you're running up and down the basketball court, and it doesn't bother you except for going up and down stairs, or it doesn't bother you except for this. This kind of gets us over the hump and really into a new level of healing.
Now, you mentioned in the article something about a particular individual that I think they had let's see what it is. They had knee surgery, and after one treatment, this particular individual had full range of motion.
Sure.
And had pain reduction.
Now, this was 30 days after the surgery.
Right, exactly.
And they'd been doing physical therapy, so it's not like this was the only thing. But at the 30-day mark, had still not reached full range of motion.
Right.
And really, in 10 to 15 minutes, we had it at full range of motion, and for that period of time, no pain. Now, the pain does return because what it's doing is it's stimulating the mitochondria to produce more ATP, and it's releasing the little painkillers inside the cell. Okay. So you feel better pretty much immediately. I mean, there is some improvement right away. Some people have, again, no pain as they walk out. Now, the next day, it's not overnight. It's not a one-time thing. But it returns, but not as much usually, and it gets better cumulatively. Each time you get treated, you have a little bit better relief. It's
similar to a chiropractic.
Absolutely.
A group of chiropractic treatments is you're going to improve.
Yes.
The more you have them, and your body's going to adjust accordingly.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so it's used for healing. It's a good alternative in some cases, I would guess, to drugs and surgery.
It speeds healing. So what's happening is, I mean, in most cases, and this has been looked at really primarily from a sports medicine standpoint of how fast are we getting people back on the field. Right. It's reducing healing times 40 to 50%. Wow. And now this is in conjunction with whatever we would also be doing.
Of course.
But so it's amazing how much faster you're seeing people get better. And it's being used with sports teams where as soon as they come off the field, it's reducing that bruise, because that's an inflammation.
Right.
It's reducing all the swelling. It's reducing everything else. So it's just speeding healing. And it's actually speeding the cell itself to heal as fast as it possibly can.
Wow.
And so that's why we want to see you multiple times, because it's speeding it up, and then is going to slow down again, and then we're going to speed it up.
Sure.
So we're kind of pushing it to focus on as much as it possibly can do in that short amount of time.
And once it's healed, it's healed. So you don't have to
right.
you don't have to worry about it after that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just as anything. I mean, if you re-injure or if
of course.
but yes, it is truly healing. It is not it's not just a covering it up. It's not a painkiller where you're just hiding the actual thing. Mm-hmm.
Right. So it can be used for muscle strains and soft tissue injuries, tendonitis, arthritis. You'd mentioned some of the other things, repetitive stress issues and things like that.
Right. Again, we want to, on any repetitive stress, obviously, we have to reduce or change how you're doing that so that it doesn't continue to return.
For sure.
So it's not, we can heal you for one thing, but if you're going to do it again, I mean, I don't want a false impression that it's truly magic. It does sometimes seem like it in the office when it is so much pain so quickly. It is very, very cool.
Now, I've heard that there really aren't any side effects to this as well.
Well, it's not like ultrasound is a fantastic treatment, and when pitchers would warm up in the pros, before they would ultrasound their shoulder ahead of time to loosen it up. Ultrasound is a vibration, it's a sound vibration that penetrates into the muscle. And while it's very safe, if you used incorrectly, it can, burn the bone and things like that. So you have to be very, very careful. This reflects off bone, so it does not have that same potential. And I know several teams that are now, with their pitchers, that's how they are preventing injury. They're warming the muscle and the ligaments so much so that it reduces the tearing potential. I mean, there's no way to prevent every single injury.
Right, of course.
But by warming up the muscle and the joint, that is how we prevent it as much as possible. That's the same thing stretching does, but not to the same extent. And they're going to stretch with this. They're going to be doing it while they're stretching.
Of course. This is just one more thing that you're going to add to the protocol and the treatment. So that means you mix regular chiropractic treatments and this new therapy to help the patients that you see.
Of course. I have a few people that, for whatever reason, have done that only, and they've gotten good results too. And especially like old scars, old things like that, it's really reducing that. I mean, it's just, oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Something you've had for a really long time, it's still stimulating. Your body is continually remodeling that. Even if it doesn't appear like it 10 years later, it's still healing. Well, this is pushing that healing just a little bit faster, especially if you've got a scar that's still red after a number of years. Then this really clears that out. I mean, and the ones that are raised, this flattens them a whole lot. I mean, it's just amazing.
Now, when they start treating someone that comes off the field with an injury, usually the issue is you get inflation. Does this help with that?
It reduces inflammation. That's one of the number one things it does.
Huge,
in the first, we'll usually do it in maybe we'll do 3 minutes, and then we'll have you move the joint again, and then we'll find out more specifically where it is. So you're really talking about, we can reduce inflammation almost up to 25% just in that first pass, that first 3 minutes. And then we want to identify even closer, where is that? And then we're going to do the therapy with motion. So it's really exposing all the different areas inside the joint or the muscle to the laser therapy.
Now, you mentioned the first 3 minutes. How long is a typical
15 minutes total is depending per area. So, like if you've got a knee and a shoulder problem, we're going to do 15 minutes on each one.
Okay, and it's something where I read you actually have to do it directly to the skin. Is that correct? Or can you wear something? Can you wear
no, we do it on the skin.
Okay.
We're not doing it through clothes. I mean, sometimes it's depending on what the injury is.
Right.
We have different heads because some we actually do it with a massage as well.
Okay.
And then some, if it's a wound, so that we don't want to touch the stitches, the things like that. We have a different head that goes over it, so it's not touching. There's nothing touching the skin so that it doesn't increase any pain.
Right.
But no, not through clothes.
So what do people usually feel when when they come in?
Yeah, it's a warm, pleasant sensation. I mean, just as if you applied a mild
heating pad of
heat.
some kind,
or
something.
Yeah, very similar to that.
Right, and then of course the flexibility that comes back.
Range of motion improves.
That has to feel great. Yeah. that in itself has to feel great.
Well, because a lot of times when you have reduced range of motion, you'll feel this pressure, especially the more you try and bend a joint. It just increases that pressure, so that inflammation has gone down, range of motion is improved, and pain is reduced.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's really just a benefit all the way around.
So who's the best candidate for those people that are out there that are watching this or listening to us? Who's the best candidate to come in and use this new therapy?
Well, and I certainly don't want to say it treats everything, but really any joint restriction, any pain issue, old tears, old muscle tears, like you sprain the ankle so badly a long time and it keeps coming back and keeps coming back, is really going to be a great candidate. Plantar fasciitis is a great candidate. Any of your tendonitis problems. So that includes, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow,
right.
A lot of shoulder bursitis issues, your carpal tunnel, definitely. All of these are almost, we do a lot with the low back and the neck. We treat, even migraine headaches and that kind of stuff. That takes a lot longer. But boy, the extremities, the joints have really benefited so much.
And obviously there is a difference in the number of times that you need this treatment to heal. It's going to be an individual by individual thing.
Yeah.
But what's the usual number for?
On average, we have, everyone has the great story where 1 to 2 times it was just fantastic. But most of the time, assume like a 10 to 15 times.
I gotcha. And even for non-super athlete type of people,
it makes no difference.
If you
it still works, just the same.
And if you suffer an injury,
yes.
The statistic that I read is if you get a treatment within 2 to 3 hours after an injury, the rehab time can be cut in half.
Right, because
that's not just for an athlete, but that's for just a regular Joe out there too.
Well, because that's how long it takes to reach. You're continuing to have swelling. Let's say you sprained your ankle. You know how long.
Yeah.
The worse it is. If you have a terrible sprain, it swells like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's swelling up over the next couple hours.
Right.
So if we can reduce that, the swelling itself is meant to splint. The body's idea is let's splint the area so you don't move it at all.
Of course, yeah.
But by doing that, it also distends all of the tissue around the area that's swelling.
Right.
And so then that area has to really reestablish its position. And so that may take weeks or months. Mm-hmm. And so if we don't distend it so far, if we treat it quickly, and that's why they treat athletes as they come off the field,
right.
The less inflammation you get in the beginning. There's some reasons why we want that inflammatory response, but for the most part, especially like you said, you're not the professional athlete and that kind of stuff, we just want to treat it quickly.
Sure. So
it's any chronic problem. The longer you've had the problem, the longer it's going to take to fix it.
I got you. So you mess yourself up on the golf course.
That's right.
Call Dr. McIntosh and get in and get a treatment.
Absolutely.
And that's going to cut down.
Don't wait. I always get, I just thought it would get better, and so now it's 3-4 weeks later.
Right.
Whereas if we would have just treated it right away, it'd have been fine.
Right. Well, we've got a special offer in Kansas City Sports and Fitness for the laser treatments that it's $25 with a chiropractic treatment at Kansas City Chiropractic. Give us the information on how to reach you.
Kansas City Chiropractic is 816-753-4600. It's kansascitychiropractic.com, or you can find us on Facebook.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
We now start our 4th year. Happy holidays to you. And look forward to having you on in early January to celebrate the new year. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and CKC Magazine Show. Coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Go online and watch Good Sports, the KC Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine featuring the Siege Sports High School Report, the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the KC Ice Center Hockey Report, the Great Life Golf Report, and the Bud Light Chiefs Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. Are you tired of paying $40, $50, or even $60 to play golf? Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks is changing the game by offering a $29.99 family membership that includes unlimited green fees, a fitness center, and access to Great Life's 16 other locations. And check out all the great weekly specials at River Oaks, including All You Can Play Wednesdays, Dollar Beer Fridays, and the Everyday Senior Special. For more information, call River Oaks at 816-966-8111 or visit greatlifegolf.com. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic understands the pressures we all face and the demands they place on our bodies. Dr. McIntosh can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Whether you're playing a sport, running a business, or learning how to use an iPad, your ability to make split-second decisions is essential for your success. Hey sports fans, this is Greg Pryor. I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for over 9 seasons and was a member of the '85 World Champion Royals. My decisions in the field and at the plate could have been the difference between winning and losing. Since 1994, I have owned a local health supplement company called Life Priority. Life Priority offers many nutritional formulas that give your body the nutrients that can help your brain keep pace in today's fast lifestyle. To see all 17 Life Priority products, please visit my website at lifepriority.com or call me at 913-438-5433. Use Life Priority products and improve your chances of winning. For free shipping, use promo code LIFEP at lifepriority.com or call me today at 913-438-5433.
Save $8 on your purchase of $25 or more at Mafia Mike's Pizza, 15205 87th in Lenexa, or Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 12627 Metcalf in Overland Park with your coupon from KC Sports. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse from Mafia Mike's and Mafia Pizzeria. Call Mafia Mike's at 913-660-1441 and Mafia Pizzeria at 913-322-6666.
Football and tailgating are back at Kemper Arena. The high-scoring and high-impact Kansas City Renegades will bring indoor football back to KC. Tickets to see the Renegades are affordable without a bad seat in the house. Bring your grill and favorite beverage to tailgate before and after the game. The Renegades are primed to make a run for the championship, so secure your season tickets now, starting at $72. Visit kcrenegades.com or call 816-287-0523 to secure your seat in the highest impact sport in Kansas City.
Welcome to the collegiatecamo.com halftime report here on Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and She KC Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine and She KC Magazine. I am Steve Fish, and today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435. We can now skate on their indoor rink or their brand new outdoor ice pavilion. And with school getting out soon and the holidays coming up, come on out to a public skating session at the Kansas City Ice Center. They've added several more sessions to their schedule, which you can find out about by calling 913-441-3033 and by visiting their website, kcicecenter.com. Now, this segment of the collegiatecamo.com halftime report is brought to you by First Student Charter Bus Rental. Those yellow buses that you see that transport your kids can also be rented for group activities like taking a group to the big game, corporate events, church or youth group trips, and more. So the next time you're planning a group outing, choose yellow and choose First. Call 866-514-8747 for details or visit firstcharterbus.com. This segment's also brought to you by collegiatecamo.com. and we'll find out more about collegiate camo in this segment with our next guest in just a few seconds. In our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. This month we interview Jayhawk basketball's Elijah Johnson, Tiger Phil Pressey, and with the success of K-State, we feature quarterback and Heisman candidate Colin Klein. You can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, and you'll find SheKC at over 500 locations. Now, if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you can go to our websites and follow our links to our pages. And our websites are kcsportspaper.com and shekc.com. And now you can view our show and some of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, joining us here at the Kansas City Ice Center for our collegiatecamo.com halftime report is someone who's on the pro staff of Collegiate Camo, and his name is Jody Niccum. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we're going to talk about Collegiate Camo in just a couple of minutes and your connection with them, but first let's talk a little bit about you. You mentioned to me you're 24 years old now.
That's correct.
Now, when you were 19 years old, you accomplished something that most 19-year-olds don't accomplish. You won the World Duck Calling Championship. Congratulations on that. How rare is it for a 19, I don't want to call you a kid necessarily, but for a young adult at that age to win a world championship?
Well, the youth is definitely coming up in the sport, but when I won, I was the second youngest to ever win it. Most of the guys back there are usually about in the 30s or 40s.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was the youngest one standing up there. So.
Now, when did you start working on your skill of that?
I started practicing, I guess I followed my brother around, and I think around the year 2000, and just started practicing, following him around the country, watching him do it, and just kind of picked it up as a hobby.
And what year was it that you won it? You won in 07, is that right?
Yeah.
So you were, what, 13 years old, something like that, and you were doing the duck calling. Now, I did watch a video that's on the collegiatecamo.com website of you performing, and it is a performance, actually, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But the one thing that I heard, it sounded like it was a whole flock that was flying over. I went, okay, what's this all about? But it just sounded like, the time when you have a bunch of birds that fly over, and it was very interesting. And I heard that also that you worked on your technique, while you're in college. Mm-hmm. So how did you keep the other students from going crazy hearing the duck calls and staying studious, I guess is the nice way to put it?
My dorm room was not one of the favorites on the level, I can tell you that much.
Now, the duck call that you use, actually, it's not just something you blow into. It's got a reed and all that. So you need to know how to, just like a musical instrument, need to know how to use that thing. When you're performing and something like that, there's actually multiple things that you do in order to win this competition. What were some of the things, the competition, the different areas that you had to compete in?
You have to win to qualify for World. You have to win a sanctioned event. So you have to either win your state contest or a regional event. That year, I think I won in Illinois, in Peoria, Illinois. So I had, luckily, that was the first one I went to try to qualify. So, but my brother, sometimes he'll travel all over the world doing
wow.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Collegiate Camo. What's your connection with them? You're on the pro staff.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you advise people as they call in and ask about products and things like that?
Yeah, I will. I definitely help customers out with that. I met Marty Morris, who is the founder of Collegiate Camo, a couple years ago, actually, at a duck calling show, and we've made a great friendship ever since, and he's got a great product. Yeah.
Interesting. So what Collegiate Camo does is there's the collegiate side and there's the camo side. What does it come together as? I mean, we've got some products that are back here behind us that we're going to show, but it brings those two things together for individuals that are interested in their favorite team and the outdoors.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
exactly right. Definitely combines the both passions.
So some of the things, and let's show the shot that we have here. You've got a variety of different products. You've got the regular hats that a hunter or someone would wear. You've got, explain some of the other things that you've got.
Yeah,
I'll let you talk about it. You're on the staff.
They definitely have hats. They've got Tervis tumblers, kind of cups, things. They've got they have now doing beanies. They do basically all the sports kind of. They got deer hunting, bass fishing. They just picked up golf. So they got golf decals. Their big thing is truck decals. They definitely just kind of put show this on the back of your truck or your car and let you know you're a waterfowl hunter or into fishing, and you also support K-State, for example, on this one. So,
and some of them have that on there. They'll have the antlers or something that's related to that sport as well as the team on there. Yeah. And they've also got sweatshirts and shirts and loungewear and women's products and all that kind of stuff as well. What's the best seller?
The truck decal is a big seller for collegiate camo. For me personally, I like the Arkansas Razorbacks, so I think that's a big one.
Is that where you went to college?
I did spend some time there at University of Arkansas. Yep.
And the amazing thing that they offer as well is selection. There's a lot of schools that they cover.
Yeah, I think they got over 40 universities now, and I mean, not just local, but we are nationally known. So we got schools in the SEC, ACC, West Coast. So they we got quite a few.
Yeah, I was saying before we went on that I'm favoring the Iowa State hat that's back there because my daughter goes to Iowa State, and I'm paying them money. So but yeah, you've got Arkansas. Just for a few, and you can go to their website, collegiatecamo.com, and they've got a complete list of all the schools that are out there and a lot of selection for each of those schools and for each of the different things that, the different outdoor sports that you're interested in. Florida State, Georgia, Alabama, Iowa State, University of Iowa, Oklahoma, and Nebraska for the fans of those schools, Texas A&M, LSU. Full list on collegiatecamo.com. And you can just go to their website, and it makes for a great gift during the holidays. An exciting and fun gift, a variety of gifts actually. So let's talk a little bit. When you won your duck calling championship, you brought a nice prize home.
Yeah, it's got a nice prize package. That year they paid out $8,000 in cash.
That's a lot for a 19-year-old to play with there.
It was quite a bit. You won a duck boat, War Eagle duck boat. You won some other cases of shells. I think it's valued about $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what was your favorite? You got a gold ring, too.
Yeah,
you're wearing the ring?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, don't have it on today. I only bring it out on special occasions. I just don't. I value it too much. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, okay. I want to mention one more thing. Collegiate Camo is, even though they're national, they're local.
Yeah, right here in Overland
They're right
Park.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, right here in Kansas City. Run out of here. Most of the people that you work with. I mean, do you live here now?
Yep, I live in Olathe. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right down the street from their shop.
Yeah, you're a neighbor of mine then. Most definitely. So I wanted to make sure. So you've been doing this since you were 13. Did you move on? I read that you were going to move on to goose calling. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did. I went out to the World Goose in Easton, Maryland. Didn't have as much success as what I'd like to have, but I'm definitely going to keep going with it.
You're too old for it. Huh?
Definitely going to keep going up with it. We had World Duck Calling just the other weekend right after Thanksgiving, so went back down to that again. This year I ended up taking 10th, which I was real happy with.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, he had everybody shooting for you the year after. I read you got an automatic ride to the next years, and everybody's gunning for you. We're talking outdoors here. We don't want to say that.
Definitely have a target on your back.
Yeah, but and a decal on your truck.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Go ahead and show us another one of the decals that they have available here.
This is a new one we just started, the golf one. This is for Auburn golf fans. If you know.
And so that goes on the back of a truck again, still, or your car, if you're a golfer. Just to show your pride from the school that you went to, your love of your particular sport, whatever that sport is. You also have boat decals.
Yeah, we have giant boat decals.
But how giant are they?
They're pretty big. You can definitely see them from a ways away.
Wow. So as you're speeding past somebody, that's going to say, the person with the K-State decal on their boat. That's pretty neat that you have all that. It's a very unique product, and it allows you to show the pride that you have for your particular school. And obviously, I'm guessing you have a full line of Arkansas stuff.
I do. I like the Razorback. It looks good.
Well, we wanted you to come out here and do a duck call for us, but I was afraid that the people here at the ice rink, it would stop everyone at the ice rink, and they'd say, "What the heck is going on?" But you can check it out, Jody Niccum. You can Google him, and you can see what it is that he's done, and it's on it's on the web there. And you can also check out collegiatecamo.com. You can get your orders in. They make great holiday gifts for people. Like I said, a wide variety for a variety of different schools. Jody, I want to thank you very much for joining us here today.
Thank you very
so
much for having me.
That'll do it for our collegiatecamo.com halftime report. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness and CKC Magazine Show. We are coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Collegiate Camo combines your love of the outdoors and loyalty to your favorite college sports team. Collegiate Camo offers only the finest quality car and truck decals, jumbo boat decals, hats and headwear, shirts, outerwear, women's items, and other camouflage college logo products. Collegiate Camo features products for over 40 schools. Visit their website, collegiatecamo.com, to find products from your school that you can proudly display. For sports like you've never seen before, Siege Sports is the answer. Unique uniforms and superior equipment for your complete athletic experience. Contact Siege Sports at 913-953-8400 or visit SiegeSports.com. After a $1 million renovation, the Kansas City Ice Center has reopened and is now enrolling for fall classes. Located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, the Kansas City Ice Center is registering students for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes. Come check out a public skating session at the new Kansas City Ice Center or contact them to schedule a party, broomball game, or group rental. For more information or to register for a class online, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. For over 40 years, Old Shawnee Pizza has been serving up great pizza and Italian food in Kansas City. Call 913-631-5716 for their Shawnee location and 913-677-1844 for their KCK location. And watch for their new location at K10 and Woodland, opening soon. One of the world's top golf club fitters is right here in Kansas City. Golf MD in Lenexa has been helping KC golfers for over 15 years by offering expert service at discount prices. Visit Golf MD for all your club repairs. They do re-gripping, re-shafting, and lie, loft, and shaft frequency analysis. Plus, Golf MD can fit you in your existing clubs or create custom clubs for you too. And Golf MD also offers computerized swing analysis and launch monitor testing. Visit golf-md.com or call 913-663-5050.
Someone has to motivate her. Someone has to prepare him. Someone has to lead them. Someone has to train them. Heritage College. Train to be a personal trainer. Get started today. Call 1-866-845-3613. That's 1-866-845-3613.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit EaglesLandingGolfCourse.com. And for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. It's Cigar and Tobac's 30-year anniversary, and you can save 30% on Esteban Carreras cigars. Regular $5.70 to $9.50, now $3.99 to $6.65. So hurry into Cigar and Tobacco and take advantage of this anniversary special. MLS Soccer is back at the Independence Event Center. Come cheer on your Missouri Comets all season long. For more information or tickets for the Missouri Comets, visit CometsIndoorSoccer.com or call 855-KC-ARENA. Weddings, holiday parties, reunions, corporate events, team parties, and schools. For music for any special occasion, contact HitMix USA, Mobile DJ Entertainment. For more information, visit HitMixUSA.com.
Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness and CKC Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness and CKC magazines. I am Steve Fish, and today we're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can now skate on their indoor rink or their brand new outdoor ice pavilion. And with school getting out soon and the holidays coming up, come on out to a public skating session at the Kansas City Ice Center. They've added several more sessions to the schedule, which you can find out about by calling 913-441-3033 and by visiting their website, kcicecenter.com. Plus, you can find out more about their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs on their website as well. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics, your office furniture, as well at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Now, I also want to mention some of the experts who each will be a part of our show during the month. Each has contributed an article to the current issue of KC Sports. They are Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic, who joined us earlier in the show, former Royal World Series champ Greg Pryor from Life Priority Nutrition, and Pam Davenport and Billy Taylor, who are instructors at Heritage College, who will be joining us in just a few seconds. Now, in this month's KC Sports High School Report, presented by Siege Sports, we write about Blue Springs High School's two-sport phenom, Elijah Lee. And you can also come on out and join us for our next taping on December 15th at Old Shawnee Pizza, which is located about a half-mile north of Shawnee Mission Parkway on Neiman Road. Now, on January 5th, we will be at Oliver's Pizzeria, located on 135th Street between Nall and Rowe in the Parkway Plaza. On January 12th, we will be at Old Shawnee Pizza again, only at a new location, K10 in Woodland in Lenexa. They open up on January 7th, and we will be out there for their first Saturday in business. And then on January 19th, we will be back here at the Kansas City Ice Center. KC Ice Center, of course, is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, so come on out and join us for these events, and you might see yourself on TV. Now joining us are two new regulars, as I mentioned, to our show, who you'll see a lot of in the upcoming months. They are Pam Davenport and Billy Taylor from Heritage College. Pam is the manager of the Heritage College Personal Trainer program, and Billy is an instructor in the program. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you very
Appreciate having you here. First off, let's get to know each of you. We'll talk about Heritage College and the program that you guys have there in just a second. We'll start off with Pam. You're not only a personal trainer and an instructor, you're also an author and an international triathlete too. That's a mouthful for sure, and I don't know how you juggle all of that stuff. As a triathlete, you actually represent the United States across the world. And how long have you been doing that and representing Team USA?
I've been on Team USA for 4 years, and I've gotten to travel to Australia, to Switzerland, Spain, and to France, and also South Africa, just for a bike race in addition.
Wow. So how many times are you traveling during the year?
Probably 2 or 3.
Really? When's your next event?
You know, I just finished one in France this year, and I had a broken arm this year, so I have to
really?
re-qualify in, but I'm hoping to go to Canada and also possibly back to France.
Wow. So are you in training all the time for this?
All the time, yes, really. I don't take a very long off season.
So you actually ran here. You're going to throw the skates on and do a little bit of skating, even though that's not a part of being a triathlon.
Well, last weekend I was in Palm Springs, and
I feel so bad for you.
Keep busy.
Now, you're also an author. Tell us about your book. It's called Exercising Values.
Yes, and the tagline is family fitness with a character emphasis, and I have 6 children.
Oh.
So it's been a passion of mine to help other families to get their kids on the right track, both physically and also just their character and feeling very loved and secure in their family. And so the program takes 15 minutes a day, and it's parents working with their kids on a consistent basis. And while they're doing these exercises together, they're also talking about what's important, character qualities like truthfulness and diligence and perseverance. And because really, you think about it, who wants to learn about truthfulness when they're caught in a lie? You'd rather learn the good stuff while you're having fun with your family. So that's the idea around it. And I've got classic children literature to go along with it so that the parents can reinforce it beyond the 15 minutes.
And one of the tags on your website, which is also exercisingvalues.com, and that's also a place where you can get the book, is your guide to happy, healthy, well-behaved children in 15 minutes a day. I mean, that sounds like the gift for anybody and everybody this holiday season that has a family of kids. You should be handing them out here at the ice rink, I mean, just to all the parents that are walking through here with their kids. It's available on Amazon and at barnesandnoble.com, is that right? And then
that's
on your
right,
website.
Yes, and on the website you can get an ebook version there.
Yeah,
and there is an ongoing monthly program too for people that really like the concept, but they don't want to come up with their own exercises month after month. They can get that from me as well.
Very good. That sounds tremendous. Now, Billy, you spent some time. You're a local boy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But you spent some time in Hollywood.
I did.
You were behind the scenes in television. You know, everybody's going to think, oh, he was a wannabe actor and things like that. He was.
No.
You were actually an assistant director.
Yeah, I'm a union assistant director in the Directors Guild. I spent almost 10 years out there. I really enjoyed the work, and I like to think I'm good at it, but I wasn't happy with the lifestyle. So about 2008, I just walked away and went back to school and got my master's in sports science from Ohio Athens. And I'll still do the occasional project now and then, but overall, I'm pretty much just focused on fitness and my teaching. Sure.
So I got to ask, Hollywood celeb-wise, who's the most interesting Hollywood celeb that walked through the set?
You know, I was there for a lot of big time. I was there when Bane took over Gotham Stadium. I was there when Marissa Cooper died. You know, Doc Ock robbed a bank. I did a lot of that. But
so you did some Batman stuff, huh?
I did. I coordinated the crowd for the last Batman movie.
Really?
10,303 people. So
oh my gosh!
World record. So, yeah.
So have you seen the Batman movie?
Yeah, I did.
You seen your work?
I saw my work.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of my projects. I'm catching up now, but I mean, I was there. I don't need to see it.
Understood. Yeah. And you're a competitive bodybuilder now.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm not sure if the terminology that I'm using is right. The natural.
Yeah, I like to focus on the natural shows because it's important for me and especially for my students and everyone that I live the lifestyle and that I'm doing it naturally. That there are shows that don't test and that's fine, but I want that accountability to say that I'm 100% natural.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that means obviously no steroids.
No steroids, no growth hormones.
Gotcha.
And there's so anything over the counter is fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both collaborated on an article that's in our December issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, which people can pick up at over 700 locations. In addition to that, they can see it online at kcsportspaper.com. We've got a PDF on there, and it's a very important topic for many of us. It's called 6 Ways to Avoid Overeating During the Holidays, and my first response to that is, help me, please. Help me, please. Tell me quickly how to save myself from myself. Let's talk about what you kind of cover in the story. You know, the first thing, let's see, I'm trying to find number one here, is to work out. You still have to work out. You still have to figure out how to get a workout into your day. Go ahead and expound on that.
Well, we did leave it to 15 minutes a day, kind of similar to the book. And the idea is just stay active during the holidays. We know it's a busy, stressful time, but if you can just commit to sort of the minimum of that 15 minutes a day, you won't fall behind the curve. And then when January comes around and when the whole rest of the world joins you to really emphasize fitness, it comes in cycles, you'll be a step ahead of everybody else.
And I'm going to include a couple of them together here. Enjoy what you choose to eat, and then eat throughout the day. Fill us in, Billy.
Well, I mean, you don't want to just gorge yourself. Like if you know you're going to have a time when you're going to have desserts and a lot of extra food, kind of ramp up to that. Small portions.
Right.
Just have a little bit and like I said, snack throughout the day.
It's kind of like when you think about eating and diet and things like that, they say eat many small meals during the day. It keeps your metabolism up, and it that way you're gorging, as you said, and you don't want to starve yourself going to the party,
right?
Because then you're going to eat all the sweets.
That's what a lot of people do know. I'm going to have a big meal coming up with the family, and maybe not eating breakfast, or it's next thing it's 5 o'clock, and now you're starving, and that's when you're going to overeat and overdo it.
For sure, and then one of the other ones is hydrate yourself. One of the statistics or the information that you put in there is you said drinking a glass of water before a party will increase your ability to avoid sweets and chips and dips and all that. And I thought, well, that's interesting. That's what does it do? Other than it fills your stomach, I know, but.
Well, it fills you up, and it also does just remind you, to be in a healthy mode.
I gotcha.
If you run around dehydrated all the time, sometimes you'll crave food, thinking that that's what you need, when really all you needed was to rehydrate.
And then, of course, to use your mouth to socialize. That and don't just stuff it, but talk to other people and ask questions, get to know other people and things like that. And then number 6 was stay active. That there are things you can do during the holidays that are fun. Just little things you can do with the family as well as stay active.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, it's like the 10 to 15 minutes. If you can get your heart rate up, I mean that's going to be the minimums. Like the minimum for a week would be 150 minutes a week, about 30 minutes a day. But if you can do a 10, 15 minute shot here and there, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe while at lunch, or maybe before bed, if you can just get those small bouts in, you can stay in the game and stay healthy and stay ahead of the curve.
For sure. Yeah. Now let's talk about what you guys do 5 days during the week. The personal trainer program that's available at Heritage College. First off, you guys told me when we first met, and we had a nice long conversation there at Heritage College, that personal trainers are very much in demand in the job market. Fill me in on that.
Yes, it's always one of the leading professions as far as growing potential, and you can see that especially as the aging baby boomers. They're a really good market. People are a lot more concerned about staying active as they get older, and our students might go into working with a youth team. It's just so broad. It's beyond just thinking of the personal trainer that you see in a gym.
Right.
We have students working in chiropractic offices. We have them all over the place.
So how long is it, for a student that signs up, how long is the program from beginning to end, from the point that they start at the college and the point that they walk out and they're ready to join the job world as a personal trainer?
Well, it's 12 months of coursework, and then there's 7 to 8 weeks of internship to get the degree.
So it's it's a short program that allows you to pack it all in a short period of time, but get all the knowledge and the training that you need in order to go out there and get hired.
Yes. In 12 months, you get an associate's degree, and you have all the coursework and the hands-on practical knowledge you would need to enter the work field.
Right. And one of the things that I found interesting with Heritage College is you can start right away. It's not like the college that my kids go to where the semester starts in January and you can't sign up again until May or June or something like that.
That's right. We're on a mod system. So that's interesting for the students, too, because there's always some new person coming in every 6 weeks into their class, and then somebody else might be going on, onto their job. So you've always got people with more experience working with the newer people, sharing their information. So it really does create a very nice atmosphere. And you think about a profession that networking is so important. Well, these guys have been networking for over a year, and so they're going to know other people that are out in the field that can help them get jobs, help them maybe start a special event like a run or something like that for the community.
Sure. So how many students are currently enrolled in the personal trainer curriculum at this time? What's the usual class size? What's the usual number of people?
We usually run about 40 to 50, and we're right in there.
Okay, so that's how many are enrolled in the entire program at this point. Some of them are going to leave, and then some new people will come in. Now, this is very much a hands-on program. You'd mentioned, a number of weeks, but you guys showed me you have a full gym in the college as well, and you constantly work with individuals in the training that you do for the students.
Right. Yeah, it's a good balance of coursework where I'm lecturing and there's going to be workbooks and testing and going on, but we also do a lot of hands-on. So I want to make sure everyone knows their lifts, knows all their assessments, and when we do a transformation comes up a few times a year where people from the community or people from the college. So I got students who have actual clients that they're working with right now, which is I got some older students getting ready to graduate that are working with clients, and I've also got brand new students that are now shadowing and right out of the gate are working with clients and dealing with people. And
Billy, you're also working with a lot of students for the internships, and I know you say you check in with them on the job to help them and see how they're doing and things like that. But that's a part of it as well as that practical experience out there in the real world.
Yeah, I also work in career services where I'll help you get students get their internship and help them get a job. Do resumes, mock interviews, and then when they're on their internship, I'll stop by and make sure everything's going okay. And
sure.
They're still continuing their education, and they didn't sign up for a fight club or something. That they're at an actual working site.
That's funny. So Pam, where is the campus located here in the Kansas City Metro?
We're at 104th and Holmes, which is just right off of 435.
Okay, and the phone number that I have is 816-942-5474 for that, and it's heritage-education.com. So
That's right.
you can find out more information about it there. You can also, I guess, call these guys and ask them some questions at 816-942-5474 now. Next month, Pam, what are we going to be talking about?
We're going to help you decide what kind of gym membership you might be interested in having. This month we tried to talk about how you could just work out at home if you weren't interested in a gym. And then next month we're going to talk about what to look for in a gym. And, of course, we're going to be talking about the importance of having a good personal trainer at that gym.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I look forward to seeing you guys after the holidays. Have a great holiday season. We'll talk again soon. That will do it for our show today. My thanks to our host for today's show, Dean Nelson, and the KC Ice Center, and our guest, Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic, Jody Niccum from collegiatecamo.com, and, of course, Pam Davenport and Billy Taylor from Heritage College. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and She KC Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel, all one word. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness and She KC magazines. You'll find them all over KC, and they're free, so pick them up today.
These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic understands the pressures we all face and the demands they place on our bodies. Dr. McIntosh can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. The next time you're planning a group outing, choose yellow and choose first. Those yellow buses you see that transport your kids can also be rented for group activities like going to the big game, corporate events, church or youth group trips, special events, shuttles, and more. Choose yellow by contacting First Student Charter Bus Rental for safe, affordable, and reliable group transportation. With 8 KC locations, there's a yellow office near you. Visit firstcharterbus.com or call 866-514-8747 and choose yellow and choose first.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. After a $1 million renovation, the Kansas City Ice Center has reopened and is now enrolling for fall classes. Located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, the Kansas City Ice Center is registering students for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes. And right now, with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness, you can save $10 on any skate school registration. For more information or to register for a class online, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Take advantage of the Oliver's Pizzeria Lunchtime $5 sandwich special with your coupon from KC Sports and Fitness. Enjoy a club, meatball grinder, or barbecue brisket sandwich at lunchtime for just $5 at Oliver's. And Oliver's Pizzeria offers a full range of pizzas with a variety of toppings, sauces, and crust styles. Visit Oliver's at 4800 West 135th Street between Knoll and Row, or go online to oliverspizzeria.com or call 913-851-5111. Professional volleyball is back with the Heart of America Havoc. The Havoc are holding tryouts for post-college women's players on December 1st. For more information, call Kristen at 913-233-0445.
Every time you turn on a TV or open a magazine, another expert offers another opinion about the stock market. There's too much conflicting advice. What you really need is personal guidance designed for your needs and goals. That's what you get from Wells Fargo Advisors. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we're with you when you need help investing wisely at a risk level you feel comfortable with.
In Kansas City, call financial advisor Melanie Apodaca today at 816-968-6837.
Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC. Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC.
Hey ladies, we now have a free sports, health, and exercise magazine we can call our own. It's She KC. Every month, She KC shares stories that will inspire us, entertain, and educate us, and give us ideas to help make life easier. I went to shekc.com to find out where I could get my free copy of the publication. I also like She KC on Facebook and She_KC on Twitter. And now I'm part of the She KC community. Are you?
Football and tailgating are back at Kemper Arena. The high-scoring and high-impact Kansas City Renegades will bring indoor football back to KC. Tickets to see the Renegades are affordable without a bad seat in the house. Bring your grill and favorite beverage to tailgate before and after the game. The Renegades are primed to make a run for the championship, so secure your season tickets now, starting at $72. Visit kcrenegades.com or call 816-287-0523 to secure your seat in the highest impact sport in Kansas City.